Hi everyone. If you've ever sold some of your personal items, I'm sure you're wondering how to enter them into the workbook. So this video will walk you through all the different aspects of it. So the workbook is built to consider that you will sell things from your personal closet. And when that happens, I can show you an example. So for example, if this J. McLaughlin wrap dress was mine, I would actually go down to the right and see that there's a drop down for resale. Well, the actual sale type is personal. So select personal, and that will subtotal that information in the summary tab. So let's see. So I got $21.55 for it. I don't have a cost for it. So we should see it down in the personal section of the summary tab. So if you haven't seen it, I don't blame you. It's at the very bottom. So as you know that these are all thereofs of the different platforms. But if you scroll way past down at the bottom, you'll find that there's a subtotal of all your personal items. So there you see it, $22 for that J. McLaughlin dress. And it'll tell you how many items you've sold, your average selling price, and earnings. So in terms of considering the cost for it, it's really up to you and what your accountant wants to do for your taxes. And so that this is why I have a separate section for personal items. And it's really up to you if you want to put and what cost you want to put there for that item. So in terms of, and if you do want to put a cost to the item, or if you don't, and you actually want it to be in your inventory tab, you can definitely enter it into it. I personally keep all my personal items bagged in a separate bin, and I actually don't put them in my inventory worksheet because I just don't. They don't have any number on it, and it's been working for me, and that's because I don't assign a cost to them. So say that I wanted to put my personal items down, I would just pick a random date. I don't need a receipt number, but for store I would put personal items. And then anytime in the future that I do have personal items, I would put personal items for store. My item ID would be like A1 or whatever you want to make it up to be. So say free people, and the category would be tops. And yeah, for price, I'll probably put 0. And yeah, and what will happen is that hopefully I think now it will show as available. But the thing is yes, you now can know where the location is. So if it's in bin A, that's going to benefit you to find it in the future, especially if you mix it up with your reselling items. But just keep in mind that those personal items will not show up in the current number of items in inventory because if it does not have a cost. Once you do assign a cost, it will show up in your subtotal or in your total of the current items and current dollar value of those items. So I think that's everything that I wanted to say about dealing with personal inventory and what happens when you sell it. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments or reach out to me. So hope this helps.